Alright guys, welcome back to Our World Outdoors. So it's time once again for another dehydrating video. Now, I've been looking for new flavors to be able to take out on the trail, expand my palate a little bit, be able to enjoy different flavors out on the trail. So today, we're going in a completely different direction than normal. Let's put some spice in our lives by making some Chipotle chicken. That's right, full-blown Chipotle chicken. Not only that, you guys normally see how I'll take a chicken breast and cook it and shred it. No. We're going to do this the easiest way possible for you guys. That way you guys can get this done on a budget, fast and easy. Now, you can buy a 4-pack of this chicken breast chunk at Walmart. 4 of these cans for $8. So that easily breaks down to $2 a can. We're doing 2 cans for this. Alright, $4. $1.50. Alright, $5.50 for this. It's going to make 2 trays approximately, so let's get started. Now, you do need a dehydrator, obviously, and if you're like me and you don't like to clean up a mess, this will be made a lot easier by cutting out liners out of parchment paper. It costs next to nothing, takes nearly no time. But the seasoning we're going to be using today is the McCormick's Grill Mate Chipotle Pepper. Now, there's a lot of different brands. Get the one you like. I find that the McCormick's always has a real good flavor. It always mixes up good. Now this is classified as a marinade, which will make how I'm doing this make a lot more sense when you guys see it. So the first thing we're going to do is open your cans. We'll see if I break these. I'm notorious for breaking the pull tabs. Alright, so when you open this, it's full of juice. We need to get rid of that. So we go over to the sink. Pour off the juice. Okay. Then we're just going to flip it into a container. Now, the one thing I want you guys to understand about this is it says chunk, but this stuff will just break up into fine little pieces, make it so much easier for dehydrating and rehydrating. Now, I do want to give you guys the warning. When you open this, it's going to smell like cat food. It just is. I mean, honestly. It just canned meat. So, we pour off those juices. Strain it out as much as possible. Toss it into your container. We are now done with these. Alright. So now we have everything in this container. Nice and easy. All we're going to do is run a fork through it. We're forking it up to break it up. Just kind of press on it and it'll quickly just mush. And now what I'll do is I'll show you guys the bottom part that I've kind of mashed and the top part that's still chunk. So just kind of move it around in there. We don't really want to spend too much time bothering with breaking this up, because as we're actually mixing in the marinade, it will break it up a lot for us. But literally in the time you're watching me do this, look how broke up that is already. It's really simple, guys. I mean, it's in strands now, which is going to make rehydrating so much easier. I'm really trying to make this nice and easy for everyone. So, we're going to open up our Chipotle marinade and just pour it down in there. Then we're going to add a 1/4 cup of water. Now, you could use the juices in the can, but I'm not real fond of the flavor it adds to it, so I like to drain them off and just add the 1/4 cup of water. Now you will have to put in a little bit of elbow grease in this part, but it also helps break up the meat. And I mean, it absolutely smells like Chipotle so strong right now. You guys can't even imagine. Alright, Now, I will want to say that if you've got a family member that is sensitive to chipotle seasoning or pepper seasoning, you might want to put this like out on the front porch to dehydrate it, or maybe like out in a garage or a shed or something. The only reason I say that is because anything you dehydrate, usually if it's spicy, the aroma will get into the air. And I've done some that's been like buffalo, and it literally made your eyes burn a little bit. Alright. So now to give you an idea of what this looks like. So that's your finished product here. And we're going to give it one final like fluff basically. Alright. We're going to open up our dehydrator. We're going to put our parchment paper down. And we're going to start spreading this out as thin as possible. The thinner the better. And once you get a few piles laid out, the paper will hold still for you. Now let's talk about, while I spread this out, kind of uses for this. I plan to do a lot of like wraps when I rehydrate this, but I'm going to tell you what my real thinking behind this is. And this is that the protein in this will offset my ramen to where it's pretty much all carbs, or my couscous, as well as giving it a complete different flavor profile. Alright, too many times am I just eating the, you know, chicken packet that comes with my ramen. You know, I want some different flavors, you know. I mean, if you guys follow our Instagram or us on Facebook, it's not hard to see all the crazy stuff we cook at home. So, to see us wanting to have different flavors out on the trail is nothing new. Alright. So, that's kind of what it looks like. Very thin. Now, we'll take the rest of it, put it on this tray, and like I said, it's like 1 can per tray in my dehydrator. Now, I can't give you an exact dehydrate time because all dehydrators run at different temperatures. Some of them are adjustable. I know in mine, just from doing it for so long, this is going to take about 7 or 8 hours to completely dry out. I'll be able to show you a little better in the morning what it should look like when it's dried out, and we'll bust it up into baggies. And of course we'll do my favorite part, which is the taste test. But don't be afraid to make your own dehydrated meals or dehydrated additives. Really, at like $5.50, $5.75, this is going to give you a lot more meals than, say, going out and spending $5 to $8 on one single Mountain House meal. Not to mention, this stuff is super lightweight. I mean, this is super lightweight. And anybody who does any kind of miles knows that protein is your friend. You want muscle recovery, you got a cold night, and you want something that you got to digest in your stomach, a good mix of protein and carbs will do that for you. Alright. Second one completely done. So we will stack them up. We will get the dehydrator going. And I will see you guys in the morning, because I'm going to have to go try and convince my wife to come clean this mess up. So, we will see you in the morning. Honey, come clean this up. Okay guys, 8 hours later, our chipotle pepper chicken is done, completely dehydrated. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's kind of like a snap, crackle, pop kind of sound where it just barely snaps all the moisture is out of it. It's completely devoid of moisture. Now, as normal, we'll bag this up and we'll put it in the freezer in order to have it keep long term. It did make the house smell pretty awesome. Honestly, the pups were trying to get to it most of the night just because it smelled so good. I don't blame them, because as I got up to check it throughout the night, it made me hungry, I'll be honest. So, just gonna throw it in the baggie here. Obviously I've rehydrated some, so I get to do the famous taste test. But you know, that's basically when rehydrated, you're gonna get something like this. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just put this on a wrap. It smells good. I'm making a mess, as usual. Man, that's good. I'm telling you guys, this is delicious. This is how you should be eating on the trail. If you're not eating like this, I don't know, man. A lot of flavor in here. There's lots of protein. Take that wrap to add in your carbs, you're ready for some massive miles. So, for me, I gotta go do some miles because it is first thing in the morning and I'm slamming down chicken and wraps. But I'll get the rest of this bagged up. If you haven't already, go down and hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. Leave us a like and a comment. Let us know what you think. And we will see you in the next one.